Well, Patty, we have been on YouTube since 2017.
Holy cow.
And during that time, we have made a lot of videos about products for RV life.
Yes, we have.
And I thought today we might look back at some of those products and let's see if we're still using them.
Okay.
In this episode of Travels with Delaney,
The podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back. My name's Patrick.
I'm Patty.
And as always, joining us here on the old podcast sofa is Truman and Bess, our Cavalier King Charles Spaniels.
And Truman's just obsessed with something here. There
Yeah.
must be some crummies or something.
Maybe I dribbled a snack or something.
Luckily, this couch is not real leather, so
No, it's just pleather and it cleans up easy.
he's working on it right now.
Yeah, he'll take care of that. He's like the cleaning crew.
He is.
So these guys have a vet visit this
Tomorrow.
week. Yeah, they're annual. So
Yeah.
I was just checking out pricing online for their
Isn't it crazy?
drugs. It is crazy. It is over $900 for a year supply of the pills they take, which basically covers heartworm, fleas and ticks, roundworm. I don't remember what else.
Yeah.
Which we got to have.
Well, and they'll get their kennel cough vaccine.
Yeah. They'll get their shots. Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think they're
anything-
due for rabies shots. This is going to be a big bill.
Yeah, you
Like
need
this is like trip to Disney big bill.
a,
So,
oh, sissy,
but-
you need a job.
but we got to take care of these guys because they're the only babies we have,
The
and
babies.
so we like to do that. So
well, we
all
have
right.
to do that, right?
we have today a long list of products that we have reviewed,
Okay.
dating all the way back to 2017 when we first started our RV YouTube channel. And what spurred this podcast was someone came into the camp store the other day. And she recognized me and said, "Hey, I really appreciate your videos, and I was really hoping you would be working when we came today because I have a question for you." And I'm like, "Okay." And she said, "Do you still like your coffee maker and your stick vacuum?" And I'm not going to share those answers yet because
Yeah.
those two are on the list. But it got me thinking: how many other people out there see our review videos?
You go,
we
"Do they
never,
still use
yeah,
those?"
we never follow up and. So I thought, let's talk about it here on the podcast
Okay.
today. But before we do that, Patty,
Yes.
as we do in every episode, we have to do another exciting round of this or that.
Oh, that's good. This or that.
You like that? That was a pretty good one. All right, Patty.
Yes.
Peanut butter,
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly and we spelled bad. Okay.
smooth or chunky?
Oh my goodness. Back in the day when I was a kid, it had to be smooth all the way. Smooth, smooth, smooth. But then recently we had some that was chunky and it was delish.
It was delicious. We went through a couple jars.
Well, and the pubs love it with their meds, so because
So
some
if-
of them went to
If
okay.
you can only have one, though, smooth or chunky, which way you going?
Smooth.
Smooth for the win. That was a pretty smooth answer there.
Smooth.
Oh, man. We hadn't had chunky in years. I don't even know
No.
why we bought that or if we
I
bought
think
it by
was an
mistake.
accident.
It was a mistake.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, my gosh, this is really
This
good
is
having
good.
the little bits of peanut in it.
On your bagel and
I was putting it on celery.
yeah.
It was pretty good on there. So, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
We just like peanut butter, don't we, buddy?
So there you go. Yeah, we go through quite a bit of peanut butter. The kiddos, that's how we get them to take their meds.
Yeah, because some
Once
of
a
them,
month.
like Truman, spits it out. He doesn't
Yeah.
like the taste of whatever.
Problem is they've had the peanut butter, which means every time we get it out, they think they ought to get some.
Absolutely. Just like whipped cream.
So, yeah.
Just like
Certain foods now we can't eat anymore
No.
on a regular basis.
no bacon.
Bacon is one we cannot eat. It is crazy. I can start frying bacon. They know exactly what it is. If I start frying sausage, nobody's interested. I mean, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, guys, it comes from the same animal, you know. Like, but
Well, you don't even have to sometimes get it out. Like you just peel just a little corner of the packaging.
yeah, they
and
know.
bammo.
So.
You know, don't you?
Well, today's topic is not foods that our dogs like. Today's topic are products that we have reviewed in the past.
Right.
And do we still use them, and do we still love them if
All
we
right.
do? So,
Hit it.
no,
Let's
we're
go.
gonna. I've kind of got this where I tried to go back to the oldest possible videos, which means some of these are like 8 years old since
Holy moly.
since we reviewed them.
All right.
But then I also, in some cases, where we had multiples of the same item.
Right.
Then I'm going to group them all together, even if they're newer.
Okay.
So, first
Got it.
one of the very first products I ever reviewed on the channel was a Coleman 3-in-1 grill. You remember the little red grill?
Yes.
And
It was cute.
It was a little grill,
Yeah.
like a little propane grill,
Right.
and then you could change out the plate and make it a cooktop, like to put a pot on,
Mm-hmm.
or a griddle, so I could do like pancakes.
Sure.
And this thing was perfect when we first.
When it folded up,
Eh,
nice and small.
Right, because when we first started the channel, we had the Jayco Hummingbird, which was like a little 21-foot RV. We didn't have a lot of room to haul a grill, and so it was small, it was compact, and it was the perfect size for 2 people. You know,
Yeah.
like I could get 2 eggs on there, I could get 2 pancakes on there,
Yeah.
2 hamburgers.
We did lots of veggies on it.
Yes, and we used that thing for what, a good solid year plus.
I think so.
Maybe 2 years, and we had a problem with it. I think I can't remember. I think it was maybe the regulator went out.
Something, yes.
And I reached out to Coleman, and basically they sent us a brand new grill.
Yeah.
I kept saying like it's only the part, and she's like, we don't have only the part. We have complete grills.
Yeah.
And sent us a brand new one. All I had to do was write some number and permanent marker on top of the old grill, take a photo, send it to them, and they shipped us a new grill. And honestly, we love that grill. Now, I have heard that you cannot buy the cooktop for it anymore.
Okay.
That for some reason they quit selling the cooktop, and I don't know what the reasoning behind that was. But, you know, the only reason we stopped using it, if you remember, was when we traded in the Hummingbird, and then at some point with the Tab 400,
Yeah.
I decided I wanted a Blackstone griddle.
Yeah, you
And
did.
we found that the 17-inch Blackstone
Fit right into this.
just perfectly fit in to the trailer. And really the
outdoor
reason
storage.
was we had started camping with friends.
Yeah.
And my
Needed
little
more space.
Coleman was great for 2 people, but any more than 2, it took you a long time to grill. And so would we buy the Coleman again in the right situation? Absolutely.
Probably.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked well for us.
So let's move on to that Blackstone griddle, 17-inch.
Yeah, you use it a lot.
Still own it.
Still own it.
I think we bought that in 2018, and we
It's set up here in your outdoor station.
I have it out here, and I periodically use it.
Oh, yeah.
Now we use that as our sole grill the entire time we owned the Tab 400, and for a little bit of the time we had the Lance.
Right.
And again, a lot of it was the convenience that it fit into the outdoor storage on the Tab.
Right.
But we ended up just falling in love with that thing. And there's not much I did not cook on that thing.
Well, and we even used it at the cabin. We'd put it out
Yep.
on the front porch. You bought the little stand for it or a little table or something. And
Yep.
yeah, we used it. We still use it. It
Yep.
still goes.
So the Blackstone,
Thumbs up.
still love the Blackstone. Then at some point when we had the Lance, I remember this, I decided I wanted a gas grill because we were not carrying any kind of grill other than the Blackstone. And so we bought the Weber Q.
The Weber Q.
Which is the small Weber, portable Weber.
The sides fold in or something?
Yeah, sides fold in. And
Wasn't it tan on the top?
No, it's blue.
Blue. Okay.
And, you know, it's a Weber gas grill.
Yeah.
Just in miniature form.
Right.
Here's what I will say is we tried using the Quick Connect on the Lance.
It didn't work.
We found the grill just did not get hot enough. It gets really hot when you use little green propane cylinders.
We were trying to be more ecologically friendly or whatever.
Yes. What I found was if I would take the tank off of the RV
right.
and go directly to the tank, it worked fine. It had something to do with double regulation.
Right.
So we still own the Weber Q.
Yes.
And it's actually in the bed of my truck right now.
Have we used it?
Well,
in a while?
no, we haven't used it in a while because we haven't been traveling, and we have a full-size Weber gas grill here on our lot.
Yep.
So, but most likely it will go to Texas with us.
Oh, yeah.
To be our
Definitely.
grill. So
it's hard to remember because we haven't traveled in a long time.
Right.
So
it's either going to be that, or it might be the next one.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact year. I probably should have wrote these down from the videos that I bought this, but I will say it was we had the Tab. I know we had the Tab when we bought this. So this is going to go back to probably 2018, 2019. The Green Mountain Davy Crocker pellet smoker.
Davy Crockett pellet smoker. Yeah, it's right out here.
It's right out here. We still own it.
Friends have used it.
Yes. Loaned it to our friend Jonathan, Tree Talker the Traveler, when he was seasonaling here this summer. I don't think he ever did use it, but I did take it down there for him. And I am contemplating taking that to Texas.
Yeah, I think you are.
And if I take it, I almost think I'm not going to take the Weber Q.
That would probably be because we've learned with the big old smoker you got.
The Traeger, which I have not, the big Traeger that I have not done a video
that
on.
we can cook a lot of stuff on there.
We use I use my Traeger now more than I use the gas grill.
I mean, brats on there are
perfect.
so good.
Ugh. Yeah, so I'm leaning towards taking my Green Mountain Davy Crockett. Now, here's what I will say. We still love it. I still love it. But after owning a full-size pellet smoker,
Yes.
which we do have the Traeger, because it's so small, the idea of the Davy Crockett is it's a tailgater, it's
Right.
portable, that
Yep.
type of thing. But the meat is so close to the fire
It is.
that I don't think it cooks as good as the big one. But understand, I have done a brisket on the Davy Crockett before. I've done ribs on the Davy Crockett. I've done pork shoulder on the Davy Crockett. And so of the 4 grills that we have reviewed on our channel, we own 3 of the 4 still. We did get rid of the Coleman.
Yep.
When we moved, we ended up donating it to the Goodwill. But the other 3 we're still in
We
possession
still have it.
and absolutely love them.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
all right. So there's our history with grills.
That's a lot of grills.
Now, here's another kitchen item.
Okay.
We'll see if you even remember.
Okay.
It was the Nostalgia 3-in-1 coffee maker, griddle, toaster oven.
Coffee maker. Okay, wait a minute. Wasn't it retro looking?
It
like
was
red?
retro looking, yes, and we had it for the
It
Tab
was like
400.
a square
Yeah.
rectangle thing.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And I bought that thinking, 1, it was cute and it went with the retro, the Tab.
Uh-huh.
2, I was thinking, it's a 3-in-1, and the Tab did not have a lot of space inside.
No. Yeah.
And so I had my coffee maker, a little griddle, and a little toaster. I think it was
Did we ever
like
use
a
anything but the coffee?
Yeah,
remember?
yeah, I did. I mean,
I
we
don't
used
remember.
the little toaster oven
Yeah.
a few times to make toast.
Okay.
It wasn't very big, so you couldn't put much in it. And then the griddle I found ultimately just had too many cold spots.
Okay.
So like your egg would run, and then like part of the egg would be cooked and the other
Okay.
part wasn't.
Yeah.
So it was a cute product. We used it for a while, and
Yeah.
then we just
We don't
realized
have it
like this
anymore.
was more
Hassle than.
than it's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We don't use
would I
it.
buy that one again?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
Okay. Way back in the day, with
Ooh.
again, I think this goes back to the Tab.
Okay.
We bought the Mopica propane tank sensors.
Oh yeah.
For those of you not familiar with those, they're little discs that you place on the underside of your propane tank.
Mm-hmm.
And then you download their free app, and it connects, and it will tell you the percentage of propane left in your tank.
And we still use them.
We still use them. We're on set number 2
Yeah.
because our original set died.
Yeah, they did. We
And
wore
then,
them out.
Yep. And then they came out with an upgraded version, which does work better. It doesn't go through batteries. One of the problems with the original Mopica is you burn through little
Yeah,
watch
a lot.
batteries a lot.
It was constant. We constantly having to change those things.
But with these new ones, we don't have that issue, and it is so nice to be able to just on my app be laying in bed on a cold morning thinking, oh God, are we going to run out of propane? Pull up my Mopica app and go, oh, we're good. We still have 30% left.
Yeah.
And in our case, we have 2 tanks, so I have 2 sensors, and I'm able to see what both tanks are doing. So
Yep.
we still like our Mopica tank sensors 100% accurate all the time. I don't know about that, but they're pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Much better than other propane gauges that I've seen outside of going out, unconnecting, and weighing your tank.
Right.
So,
Right.
okay. Well, COVID happened, Patty.
Yes, it did.
And we got a stimulus check, and they wanted us to spend it. You
Yes,
remember
they
that?
did,
And I
yes.
said, we're going to do our part. We're going to spend all of it.
Yep.
And we did.
Yep.
Right, I think right down to almost to the penny.
I think so.
We bought rad e-bikes.
Loved them.
Okay.
Loved them.
Do we still own them?
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
One, loved them. They were so sturdy, but they were so heavy, and it was almost too much power for me.
Yeah.
Because after that, I broke my leg. That was in 2015. I was really leery I still am about putting any pressure, falling down, any weight on this knee here. So if you're not watching, it's what is that? My left knee.
Right.
So yeah. So it's just too much power for me. So and they were way too heavy. They folded, which was cool. We figured out how to travel with them. they took up so much space because you put them in a big, 50-gallon tub thingy.
Yeah.
And but they were hard to maneuver and store, and yeah.
But the short of it is they were really good bikes.
They were awesome.
We used them quite a bit.
At the canyon, and we used them riding on different trails around here.
But we didn't take them a lot camping like we thought because they were so heavy and big.
Big and bulky, and yeah.
The reason we don't have them anymore is we sold them to my aunt and uncle.
Yeah, they love them.
Because Electric reached out to us.
Yes, they did.
And offered us up a couple free bikes in exchange for a review.
Mm-hmm.
And they were significantly lighter weight, and we did do that. We actually still own the electric e-bikes.
Mm-hmm, we do.
We don't ride them a lot because we have a golf cart here.
We got Betty.
Yeah, we got
Her name is Betty.
Yeah. But the electric bikes have been wonderful, and we found that they were much better.
Easier to handle.
Easier for me to lift up into the truck bed. And so just, I think, a better bike for us as RVers who want to take them places.
Right.
So, haven't rode them a ton, but they are good.
We will probably in the future, I bet. But being right here, right now, Black Betty is the thing we ride. So.
All right. Let's talk camp chairs.
Let's talk camp chairs.
Back in I think it was 19.
Weren't we in Oregon?
No, we were in Iowa.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
John and Susan asked me to sit down.
Wiscow.
Wiscow, yep.
From
asked
Minnesota.
me to try out their chairs, their camping chairs. And I sat down, and I was like, oh, my gosh, we have to go buy these.
It was amazing.
And so I went back to the trailer. I told Patty, we're going to stop because we were headed out west. And one of the reasons we really liked them was they pack up really small. They're super lightweight. And I looked them up online, and I'm like, holy cow, these things are like $220 a piece. We're not buying them.
You had to go to REI.
You had to go to REI.
They rock. Because at the time we had the 4Runner, and the chairs that we were using were jammed all the way into the back of the truck. Right. Closer to the back seat, so you had to dig out everything. It was a pain.
So we decided, nope, we're going to keep our old chairs. By the time we got to Oregon, we had decided, because it was such a pain to dig out the old chairs, and they were so big and bulky.
Yeah.
And we went and bought 2 Nemo Stargazer chairs at REI.
Because they fold up like little transformers and a little packaging.
Small packaging.
And you could carry it on your shoulder like a purse, and they were so lightweight.
And they're super comfortable because you can lay back, and we bought the high back ones, so you fall asleep and rock and look at the stars. And yes, we still own those.
We do.
So
yeah.
The Icy Breeze AC cooler. Remember the old Icy Breeze?
That really helped us on that trip.
So the Icy Breeze is a cooler that you put ice in and a little bit of water, and then it has a built-in fan and circulation system, and it blows out really cold air.
Oh, yeah, it shoots air right over that water and ice, and out it comes.
And we used to use that when we would go boondocking because either we couldn't run our AC or we were worried we were going to deplete our batteries. Yeah. And so I remember being,
Galveston,
2021, it was the 2021 9,000-mile trip. We used it at the beach at Galveston. I believe we used it in North Carolina at the Outer Banks.
Yes, we did.
Anywhere we didn't have electricity, because at Galveston was great because we'd run to Buc-ee's. They had like really cheap ice.
99 cents or 79 cents, something like that.
And I remember that video got and there was actually multiple videos about it, got a lot of hate. People saying, oh, it's just a swamp cooler. It's an overpriced piece of junk. Here's the thing. We still own it. Icy Breeze, and recently loaned it to one of our campers. We had a monthly in here, and their AC, one of their ACs went out.
And they used it.
On the weekend.
Yep, and it was a hot weekend.
And I said, you know what? I've got this thing. And they said it worked perfect. They put it in the kids' room, kept that thing full of ice, kept it running. And, again, I always say to people, it's not going to drop the temperature of your RV.
It just makes it more comfortable.
It just makes it, because you can sit there and have that cold air blowing on you. And, like, for the puppies was who we were always worried about.
That's what we were worried about.
So,
and it has that thing on it that you could project the air the way you want it to go, because these two learned quickly where to lay.
Yeah. And our friend, Russ, from years ago, The Roads We Roam, Russ has one, and he used to use it. I don't know if he still does. I haven't talked to him in a while. But he used to use it when they would do trade shows that were outside for metal detecting. And he would have that in his booth just pouring cold air on him when it was hot outside.
Yeah, cool air, yeah.
So yes, is it an expensive cooler? Yes, it was like $400 some, but it really did work, and a lot of people swear by it. In fact, I think, and I don't know if there still are, but I believe it used to be the Denver Broncos.
That's what I was thinking.
Used it on their sidelines. They were using icy breezes on the sidelines to keep players
I think
cool.
it'd be great for like kids. There was those AKL, those kid league baseball teams, and those dugouts
that would
have
have been
no
great
breeze.
when I was coaching.
Yeah, because sometimes you just need a little something. Yeah,
little something, something.
Little something, something.
Next one on the list. The Waggle pet monitor.
Oh, love it. Use it. We have more than one.
We actually have a couple. Partially because we do work with Waggle. We have worked with Waggle over the years. And so they had sent me some about a year ago to try out some new ones. Well, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with our old one. They're like, yeah, we know, but we want you to try our new one.
Yeah.
And it basically, to me, does the same thing. They say it has a little bit better like picking up the signal.
Yeah.
We never had an issue. Like I've heard people say like, oh, well, what if you, because it does run off the Verizon network. And they're like, what if you don't have a signal? Well, honestly, we have never had our Waggle not have a signal.
And we went weird places.
We went weird places, yeah. So, yeah, we still use the Waggle. It does require an upfront purchase of the device and then a monthly subscription. But to get a text alert or email alert, and you set it up whatever you want to get, and you can get multiples, to know if your power went out, to know if the temperature is getting too hot in your RV.
Or too cold.
I mean, like, to me, if you have fur babies, these are our kids. We treat them like our kids. And I want to protect them, and we do go out and leave them alone in the RV for several hours at a time. And it's peace of mind that we pay for.
And we've learned over the years not to have it on an outside wall. You want it somewhere on the inside of your RV. We got it right now on our island.
Yeah, if you put it on the outside wall, you kind of get false readings.
Right. And but yeah, it works awesome. We've had people here in the park use it because they thought something was wrong with
their RV. We loaned them one of ours to get them through the weekend.
Yeah, because they were worried about their pets, and it works awesome.
Yeah, we love Waggle. We think it's a great product, and here's the thing: we don't let our kids have cell phones. So what we would spend on cell phone plans for them, we have a cell phone plan of another sort. Yeah, of another sort. They get the Verizon.
Bessie gets ornery because she says, "I don't have any thumbs, Dad. How can I do that? I can't text."
I know. All right, next one. Powered by Blue Eddy. Boy, we love Blue Eddy.
Yes.
We've used Blue Eddies
a lot.
We have two of them.
Yep.
We've always referred to the small one as Big
Little
Blue,
Red.
Little Red, Big Blue. Big Blue was the one, and I will tell you, we bought Big Blue.
First.
Yes, and that was the one that was 2,000 watt hours, had a 2,000 inverter. We used to run our Lance trailer off of Big Blue.
Oh, yeah.
I remember being in New Orleans in a parking lot at a Harvest Host, running
Trying to get
the
the
AC.
air a little bit.
Yeah. Little Red, I believe they did send to us one time to try out because they had seen that we bought the big one and said try the little one. I'm like, what are we going to do with?
And
we actually used Little
it.
Red more than we used Big Blue because it was smaller. We could bring it into the RV.
I can carry it.
You were
25 pounds.
I think if I remember right, you would run your hair dryer off of it. I could make coffee off of it, and so they're like power banks. And then we did another deal with Blue Eddy one time where they sent us their solar panels to try, because that's the other thing. They have portable solar panels that you can plug into these devices, set them out in the yard,
and charge it.
We would do that, like again, that trip to the beach that year. I'm out there charging up my Blue Eddy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we still use the Blue Eddies. Love them.
They really helped us out at the cabin when we lost power.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
During the ice storm.
Especially Big Blue. Well, actually, Little Red.
We kept going between both of them.
Yeah, because Little Red powered our TV.
Which was important.
And sound bar and internet. and then Big Blue was running our refrigerator
and freezer. We were trying to keep our stuff because we went 4 days without power. So
honestly, those devices have been so valuable to us.
A lot of people have borrowed them and used them. They love them. Yeah.
Tire Minder, TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system.
Love it. Another peace of mind thing.
I don't even remember what year they sent us that. I think it was in maybe 21. We've been using it ever since on every RV, and you guys that know us that we've had a lot of RVs. We just take it with us.
Yep.
And I don't have any complaints about Tire Minder.
No.
We still use it. It works fine. Now, I've got a new TPMS I'm going to be trying out this fall, and we'll talk about that in another video or podcast, but or maybe next. Next product, Halo View backup cameras.
Love it.
We have had how many Halo Views have we had?
I think 3
let's
or
see.
4?
So our first one was on the Lance,
Yeah.
which they sent to us to try out, no charge. We loved that one. The second one was on the Alliance number 1.
Yeah, 1.0.
Which they sent to us at no charge.
Right.
And it worked, and it was a different one, worked great. The third one was on Alliance number 2, and I bought that one because I was getting embarrassed asking.
Yeah, it was weird.
And so we paid full price for that one. And now I just paid full price because, again, I'm too embarrassed to reach out to my contact Will and say, can I get another one?
For 3.0.
Yeah, for 3.0 Alliance. And we haven't installed it yet. I have it here.
Yep.
Myron's going to help me install it.
Yep.
But the reason I mentioned we're changing TPMS systems, HaloView sells a backup camera with a built-in TPMS.
That is cool.
And I ordered it. It's a little more money. But the thought of only having one screen up front in the truck as opposed to 2, now we can get rid of the, we hope, assuming it works well, we'll get rid of the tire minder TPMS and we'll run with the HaloView that's integrated. So we'll just have the one screen that is our backup camera, rear view camera, and our TPMS all in one screen.
Right.
So, but yes, HaloView, I don't care what anybody says. They are a fraction of the cost of the big name brand rear view cameras.
Yep.
We have never had an issue, and they work flawlessly. So I highly recommend HaloView. And in fact, sometimes I know people say, like, well, you only recommend this stuff because they give you free.
We bought
Again, we bought the last 2 HaloViews. That's how much we believe in them.
Yeah.
Let's talk mattress.
Mattresses, baby.
Mattresses, baby. You got to get a good night's sleep when you're RVing.
Absolutely.
RV should not stand for ruined vacation because your mattress is horrible, right?
Oh, my gosh, yes.
So we did do a deal back in 21 with a company called Mattress Insider, and we have been completely loyal to Mattress Insider ever since.
We bought them for the cabin.
So the first one was for the Lance. And the deal was, which a lot of people don't know because I don't necessarily talk about the deals, but the first one they sold to me at cost with the understanding if we could sell at least $1,000 worth of product for them, they would reimburse us. Well, that happened within 3 months.
We did that.
Okay, so we did get reimbursed for that first one. But after like 3 months on the road, we were like, we need a new mattress at our house. So we ended up buying a king size, which we still own. It's in storage.
But protected,
we paid for it full price. Then when we traded in the Lance for the Alliance one, we had to buy another one.
We did.
So there's number 2 that we bought on our own dime. And then for this one, we had to buy a third one because this isn't a queen, it's a king.
Because 1.0 was a queen, 2.0 was a queen. So we just shifted.
Yeah, but this one we couldn't.
This one we couldn't. We got the king.
So if you're looking for, I know there's another company out there that every YouTuber promotes, and you know what? My friend Jonathan promotes for Brooklyn Bedding. They love it. That's great. But we have been, in fact, one time Brooklyn reached out to us, and I just said, no, we're really happy with Mattress Insider. We believe in them. They're American-owned, American-made. And we're comfortable on it. And to me, a mattress is about comfort.
Well, in that Lance one, they had to make it so it folded.
Right. Well, and that's what Mattress Insider does. They can make the mattress however you need it, and they don't charge an exorbitant amount to have it custom made.
Right.
So,
yeah.
All right, next product, because there's a lot on this list.
Yeah, I see it.
These are all products we have done videos on and review.
I see it.
All right. I lumped these 3 together.
Okay.
We're just going to call them lithium batteries. Battleborn, Lifetime, Epoch, Epic, however you pronounce it.
This is all you, babe.
Okay? All 3 of those, great batteries. Still recommend all of them. Guess what? I don't own all of them anymore because you only need one set of batteries at a time.
Yeah. But
they're all in use. Our Battleborns now are in Jim and Abe's RV.
Yeah.
Jim is our friend and producer of this podcast. I gave those to him because he doesn't get paid. And I was like, the least I can do is give him my Battleborns. But those Battleborns had made a stop prior to Jim's trailer. Initially, they went in Colonel Woody's fifth wheel. Because I upgraded to the Lifetime. And by the way, I paid for the Battleborns. I paid for the Lifetimes. All right. But then when Epoch reached out over a year ago, I think it was, and said, we'd really like you to try our batteries. I was like, well, I don't really need them, but I really want to try them because I'd heard really great things. So we did do a deal with Epoch. And then it was like, hey, Woody, How about we take you from 200 amp hours, the battle borns, up to 600 amp hours with the lie times?
Yeah.
So we put those in my aunt and uncle's trailer.
Yeah.
So the battle borns were just sitting, and that's how they ended up at Jim and
Right.
Abe's trailer.
Right.
And we are running the Epoch. And I can just, like I said, all three of those were great batteries for us, and all of them are still in use.
Yep.
And the battle borns were purchased in, I believe, 2019.
And they're still going strong.
2019. It was December 2019. Yep, and they're still going. So.
Yep.
Ultimate Cloth.
Love them. I use them. We hand them out to people at our campouts. I recently, because usually I just hand wash them, but I thought, this one was getting, because I've had it a long time, and the more you use it, it gets softer. It still picks up the dirt and helps with like puppy noses on windows and whatnot, and it's great on anything that you need to clean that you don't want fingerprints on, but I put them in the wash. I had these packets that I use for if you want anything that's delicate, and they just washed up perfect.
Yep.
I thought, well, I've had it forever. If it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed. But no, it came
They
out.
last.
It lasts, and
yeah.
they last forever.
Yep.
I use them on my glasses sometimes. They're just so soft now. They're great.
And the original review video, if you remember when we were shooting that, you had tar in your car that
Yeah.
we couldn't get off. And I said, let's go out and try it with just water.
Right.
And I remember you saying, should we try this before we film? I go, no, if we film it doesn't work, we'll just not use the footage.
And my goodness.
It took it right off.
Took it right
that
off.
was when you were sold. Like that
I'm
and the
done.
stainless steel.
Yeah.
The way it cleans
Stainless steel, anything that gets fingerprinted, this stuff is great.
Yep.
TVs, all that.
Gas stops. Love them.
Love 'em.
Still use them. Gas stop is the propane safety valve.
Another peace of mind thing.
Yep. It's one of those things you hope it never has to work.
Yeah.
But if you have a major propane leak, it will shut you down immediately to avoid fire or explosion. But I also like the fact that I can use it to run a test to make sure we don't have small leaks in our system.
Right.
Anything from Blue Tech water.
Love it.
So we've been working with Blue Tech,
Love
and
it,
we
love it.
still currently work with Blue Tech. They are headquartered up in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Right.
They are female veteran owned, and we just love them. Now, their products are not cheap because
No.
they make really high-end water equipment. That includes our 3-stage water filter,
Yes.
our chai filter, which specifically addresses
Calcium.
chlorine,
Chlorine, sorry.
hydrogen sulfate, and
Iron.
Our water softener,
Yep.
our pressure regulator, our water splitter, all of our water hoses, and now our UVC drinking water faucet, which I love so much. We had installed it in Alliance 2.0
Yeah.
that I said there was no way I'm giving this thing
No.
up. We uninstalled it. I went and bought a cheap single-stage filter to put
Yep.
it, to trade
looked
in the
good.
RV, and we have it back in here. But anything from Blue Tech has been absolutely wonderful.
It just helps with the iron here. This is a very iron.
chai does, yeah.
Yeah, with this park. And used to be kind of get that, iron. You get those stains it's like in your showers. I haven't seen it at all this season.
It
so.
works great.
Yep.
Okay. Vacuums.
Yep.
Shark Wand Vac.
Shark Wand, still use it. I think I bought another one. One kind of, I burned it out. I wore it out.
The original one, I think we bought, was that in 21? We were getting ready to head out. Because remember, we had to track down the UPS man because we were getting ready to leave on the trip, and we were waiting on him, and he ended up doing something to get it to us.
Yeah.
So that original one we had for a long time, but
I just wore it out.
Yeah, and then you liked it so much in the RV, you bought a second one for the house.
Yeah.
And then I think the original one ended up dying.
Because at NB, I had to, I kept having to tape it because just
Right.
the handle.
I think actually you know what? I think we do still have that. I think it still works.
It might be in storage.
I think it's in storage.
But
so.
I love it. I use it on little things with this bigger trailer. It's great for, the couches and whatnot and, little stuff. But I use it all the time in the car.
And then last fall, I bought you a stick vac.
Love it.
The Smocher stick vac. It's like a Dyson wannabe from Amazon that was highly rated, and I did a video on it.
It's lightweight. It collapses all the parts. It could go into a little storage thing for this trailer and store in a little area.
You store it behind the TV.
Yeah, it's just great. It's got all these extensions that you can extend it out, have it short. You got, the end with the beater bar, or you got the end that has just a little, if you can get little nooks and crannies. I use it all the time. It's easy to clean up because it's just there's no bags or anything.
Right.
I just buy new filters. Every now and then I check the filter, and you can clean it out, or if it gets bad enough, I just change it out. This one is really cool. The only thing is I can't find. I keep looking for it. It has little
Little
like,
scent tabs, and you can't
yeah,
find the right size scent tabs.
no.
Yeah.
But I've been kind of sneaking around. I saw someone else said they got the bigger ones. They just put them into the
Canister.
tube, yeah, the canister part, and it helps with a good like whatever smell. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I love it. I use it all the time.
All right, that is a long list. That is, and this is, and I have one more product,
Okay.
but this isn't even all inclusive. I know there's other products we've reviewed over the years. Again, some have been given to us to try. Many of them, though, we buy with our own money.
Right.
But this one was one. Remember, I told you the lady that came into the store at the beginning of the
Right.
podcast. I said she asked about your smocher.
And the stick wand.
Well, no, just the smocher.
Just the smocher?
Yeah, the stick vac.
Okay.
Or whatever, wand vac, whatever they call that.
Okay.
Your big one.
My large one.
And then she says, and that coffee maker you review.
Yeah.
And the coffee maker she was referring to was the Beautiful by Drew Barrymore single serve grind and brew.
It was pretty.
It was nice. I love that
It was
thing.
elegant looking.
Because Patty doesn't drink coffee.
Nope.
And so I could have grind and brew, which I love, where it grinds the beans right there on the spot, dumps it in, and then brews it fresh.
Yep.
And at the time, we had a big Cuisinart grind and brew over at the cabin.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I get to have, and I don't have to brew a whole pot. I can just do a cup at a time.
Right.
And I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And about 1 year after getting it, one day it just died.
It just stopped. It didn't do anything.
It just wouldn't grind. And so I was out of warranty, so it was a little over a year. I went out to Walmart because I'm like, I'm just going to buy another one, and they didn't have them. And it seemed like they were clearancing out a lot of the Beautiful by Drew Barrymore brand stuff. So unfortunately, I did love it, but it only lasted a little over a year. And I don't know.
Pretty.
I think you can maybe buy them on Amazon, but I was a little concerned because if it only lasted a year, because my Cuisinart grind and brew,
it's lasted a while.
And I believe this is the original.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell you how many.
This came from the cabin.
Yeah, and so we ended up just putting this. I ended up bringing it over. When we moved out of the house, I'm like, you know what? I want my good coffee maker, and so I brought that over, and that's what I'm using now. Is the same one, and like I said, but that Cuisinart, I someday it's going to die because I bet you I've had that at least 4 or 5 years.
Well, yeah, you're taking good care of it.
So,
yeah.
All right, so there you go. There's our what we're still using, what we still own, what we recommend, don't recommend, and I don't remember the person who asked those questions, but I want to thank her for inspiring this podcast, and want to thank all of our listeners again. It means a lot to us when you reach out or you see us here at the campground and tell us you listen to the podcast, and to know that somehow we're maybe helping you out. That's honestly why we do it.
That's what we do.
I think too many podcasters, too many YouTubers get so wrapped up in the numbers of subscribers and downloads and that kind of thing. And for me, it's more when somebody, again, like comes into the camp store and says, we listened to your podcast and you really helped us out, or we watch your YouTube channel and you really helped us out. Like that to me is the best feeling, to know that we have been able to somehow impact somebody's life. So just want to say thank you to all of you who do take time out of your day to listen to the podcast. And a huge shout out to our good friend and producer, Mr. Jim Kuzman,
Thank you, Jim.
who always makes sure this audio version of the podcast sounds amazing.
Yes.
And we could not do it without him.
No.
All right, this was a long one, Patty, so we better wrap it up.
A lot of jibber jabber.
A lot of jibber jabber today. Till next time, everybody, we'll see you.
On down the road.
Bye.
Travels with Delaney. We'll see you on down the road.